Hello everyone, and then welcome to the continuation of our lesson on web development. So far this is what we were able to do in our previous lesson. Now we want to actually center our background image and then avoid some repetition, like trying to position everything well. Okay, so to do that, inside our hero section, okay, we have to set some, let's use background repeat to no repeat. Okay, so if I enlarge this. Okay, so there's something we need to do here. Okay, I think I need to set a background to, but because this is a background, or this is the size of our background image, so we need to set our background for the hero section to black. So I'm just going to copy this and then I'll paste it here. Control V. Then let's enlarge it and see. Okay, so that is. So now let's try centering this. So background repeat to no repeat, and then let's use background position to center. Let's center our image. Okay, so you can see it's centered. Then let's do background, um, cover background size to cover. Let's see. Okay, that's quite okay. If it's not interesting for you, we can actually take it down and then let's see what happens. Okay, that's also fine. Okay, okay, so let's work on the color of our text. Remember, our color isn't showing. Okay, so the text isn't showing. So let's look at which is this. Okay, so we can actually style it here. So I'll just do style, then I'll give it a color. Okay, so color for the text, let's use white. Okay, so it's visible now. Then so this inline styling, let's do same for this. Okay, so let's just copy this. You can actually do it in the CSS side, but we are learning to style, like do some inline styling and the likes. Okay, okay, so let's give this one a particular size. So font size, sorry, still inside the quotation mark. Okay, we just need to terminate this, and then we'll do font size, and then I'm going to give it a font size of 3em. 3e is 3em. Okay, so it's enlarged for this particular font. Okay, that's these ones. Yeah. Then let's work on our h2. So h2, let's terminate this, and then with the h2 I want to actually give it a font. We use weight font weight of lighter. Okay, so it looks lighter now. Let's enlarge it and see. So it looks lighter now. We'll try and center it later in the video. Okay. Okay, so since we gave this an ID, we can actually try. Let's work with ID. So let's give this an ID. Since it has an ID, let's try, instead of inline styling, let's go to our main. Okay, and then we are going to style it here. So since it's an ID, we'll use the pound sign or the hashtag sign. I need to take this out. And I'm going to give it a margin top or margin bottom. Okay, margin bottom of 30 pixels, 30 px. Okay, so some spacing between it and then the button. Then we'll do that of the top. Since they are the same, since the top and bottom are going to be 0 and 30 each, I can just do margin and then I'll set here to 0, and then we should have 30 for the top. Let's set here to 30 and then set the rest to 0. Okay, so you can see we have 30 here and then 30 here. So margin top is 30, that's top and bottom 30, and then left and right is, or right and left is what, 0. Okay, so now let's try centering everything. So to center everything, we are still going to do everything inside our head. That's our hero section. Okay, so with the hero section, let's enlarge this and see what we have now. So we want to center everything. Okay, so inside our hero section, I'm going to type, let's see what to do. Let's display flex. I will do display flex. Display flex. Okay, and let me terminate it here. Then I'll set flex direction to column. Would align items to center. Okay, so we've centered them. Okay, now we want it to be centered. Okay, so horizontally centered, we want it to be vertically centered. So let's do that. It's let's see, justify content. So justify content center. Okay, so you can see we have it centered here. Okay, so all we can do is let's try working on this. Let's give it a border. Okay, so my index. Let's see, did I give it any name? So we style the button. That's the read more button. I'm just going to, inside the opening tag of our read more button, I'm going to type style, then yeah, equals inside the quotation comments. I can start doing my coding. So let's give it a border. A border colon, and then let's use let's try 1px solid. You can use dash, but let's use solid, and then we'll give it a color code. Yeah, there's a color code. So you can see we have some ash border around it. You can decide to change the color of your choice. Let's try something and see. Okay, so basically that should be it for our hero section, and you can see the text, okay, isn't looking like it's contrasting with the white background we have here. Okay, so what you can do, you can use filter to do that, or some, yeah, some properties to make it stand out, and then some z index, or some blur effect. Okay, so let's just, for the purpose of time, let's just change the color to that's, let's give it some gray color a bit so it stands out a bit. Let me just copy the same thing for you. Okay, so this is our hero section, and then the next section would actually work on these cards that we have here. Okay, so thank you, and then I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.